Hey guys, thank you for checking out my channel. My name is Leela Thomasone. I am a dating, relationship, and marriage mentor. And what does that have to do with losing weight? Well, today I'm going to talk about how to lose weight without losing your mind. I have 8 great tips to help you out. And the reason I'm doing this, I've done already one video about my weight loss transformation and how that was a big part of getting my life in order and eventually meeting my husband, who has changed my life immensely, and just having this wonderful relationship that I needed to transform myself first before that relationship was going to happen. And for me, the outside transformation was just as much of a part of that as the inside transformation. And I'm not saying you have to be the most beautiful, attractive person on the planet, but I can tell you that when you take care of your body, I mean, it really is just who we are. It's not something unrelated to what's inside. It's, our body is where we live and it's where our insides are too, right? It's not just the outside part. We got to take care of our health, and it affects our mental health. And it affects the way we feel about ourselves, right? So I want to help you out with that so that you're able to lose weight and feel good about yourself without really putting your mental health at risk. So let's get started. First of all, you need to measure consistently. I actually created a whole fitness program around the way I lost weight and transformed my body. And in it, I teach you how to use measurements and progress pictures to keep track of where you are in your progress. But I'm currently losing weight with Noom. If you've heard of that, I'll put an affiliate link down below. I'm not getting paid to do this, but I'll get like 20 bucks if you sign up, I think. But it's super simple, and it uses weighing yourself every morning. And so that's perfectly fine too, however it works for you. Some people have a real aversion to weighing themselves, and that's not how I did it the first time I lost weight. So you can use any method of measurement, but the main thing you have to remember is to do it consistently. You can't switch around and hop back and forth and expect to make good progress that way. You're going to drive yourself nuts, right? So that's number 1, measure consistently. Number 2 is expect the ups and downs. So if you are using your weight as your measurement, then expect it to go up when you want it to just go down. It's going to do a lot of this. And I can even show you my weight loss pattern, I guess you would call it, pathway maybe, on Noom. And here it is. So you can see definitely goes up and down, and right now it's up, but I know that it's going to come back down as long as I keep on the plan, as long as I keep on track, right? So if you were to give up when it's up, then you're missing all the great progress when it goes back down again, right? So expecting that is a good way to sort of prepare your mind and not feel upset, not get shocked and surprised when you have when your weight goes back up or your measurements or your progress photos don't look as good. I mean, especially for women, we have hormonal fluctuations, retain water, you get sick, things happen, couple nights of a bad sleep. It's just going to happen that you're going to have ups and downs, okay? So if you expect that, you're ready for that, and you're ready to push through, then that's how you're going to finally see progress without tearing your hair out. So that's number 2, expect the ups and downs. Number 3 is choose a diet that is not too restrictive for you. So it really depends on it depends on your body type and, what kind of digestive issues that you might have, like allergies, or, inflammation or that kind of thing. But it also depends on like what is a treat for you. What is like, say for example, I really love meat and steaks and heavy cream, things like that. So, you know, I love sugary stuff too, but if I cut out sugary stuff and I still get the treats of the meat, the steak, the heavy cream, that kind of thing, then I don't feel as deprived if I were to cut out both. Does that make sense? So if you really love carbs, then you probably don't want to go on a keto diet, right? Like you can cut out sugar but still have chips, let's say. Or you will cut things out gradually, because what you don't want to do is a drastic change that is too restrictive compared to how you normally eat. Okay, so that is number 3. So tip number 3 was to choose a diet that's not too restrictive compared to the way you normally eat. So, and to cut back gradually if there's things that you do need to eliminate. Like if, for example, if you know that you need to eliminate gluten and dairy, let's say, just as an example, then just cut out one of those first so that your body's, because okay, we're thinking about your mind too. In addition to your body, not only is your body going to be screaming and shocked and not understand what's happening, but your brain is going to really be upset with you if you cut out too much at once. So give it some time to get used to the changes before you make new changes, okay? So number 4 is to expect some setbacks. Now, we talked about the ups and downs that you need to expect in your weight loss, in your progress, but also is the mental aspect of it. You need to expect that your brain is going to try to play tricks on you. It is going to tell you that you're failing, that you're doing everything wrong, that you can't really possibly meet your goal weight, that that you can't possibly change these habits of yours, or that that it's just too hard. Okay, so it will kind of yell at you and scream at you that you're doing too much, and if you expect that, then you can address that in some more of these tips that I'm going to give you will address, you know, what to do about that. But the point is to expect it. Your brain does not like to make huge changes. This is why I'm telling you to make small changes. And that as you're changing habits, it will fire off alarms that something is wrong, because it's just so habituated into what you're used to doing that it doesn't like getting out of that comfort zone so much, right? Its job is to keep you safe and comfortable and sort of nothing out of the ordinary. But you can't listen to it because it's there. It's gonna like sabotage you from your healthy efforts. And just be ready for that, okay? So that is number 4. Expect some setbacks and your brain to play tricks on you. There's nothing wrong with you when that happens. It's totally normal. It's just the way we're wired. Okay, so I hope that helps you to know that ahead of time. So number 5 is to choose exercise that is enjoyable for you. And not to get started too quickly. Okay, sorry. Yeah, so choose exercise that is enjoyable to you. I also include this in my weight loss program, as well as my first video that I did on losing weight, because it's just so important. You're gonna feel like you're depriving yourself in a lot of ways, so you can't feel like you're just doing the absolute worst exercise ever and torturing yourself. That is just never going to get you where you want to go long term. So don't choose exercise based on what's the hottest craze, or what's like going to be the fastest way to lose weight, or like it's just going to make you sweat your butt off, or make your muscles too sore, which leads into tip number 6, and that is to build momentum slowly and add things gradually. Just like you want to remove things from your diet gradually and kind of get more restrictive that way gradually, you also need to do that with your exercise. Add things gradually. Any habits that you're adding, if it's gonna be like adding supplements or a protein shake or whatever you're adding to your routine, you need to do that slowly, because that's how momentum works. Momentum does not work by going to the gym for 2 hours the first day. You will be too sore and you will never go back again. Momentum works by adding small pieces incrementally. And then when you're used to the things that you've already added and you can add more, then you're going faster and faster and faster towards your goal. See how that works? Kind of like a snowball, it's getting bigger as it rolls down, so it goes faster and then it picks up more. Same thing with your momentum, but you have to start small. Okay, so that was number 6, to build momentum slowly and add habits gradually. And number 7 is to reward yourself. You need to work rewards into your weight loss program. So whether that's maybe a new accessory, a new workout item, workout clothing, taking a bath, going to the spa, getting your nails done, getting your hair done, taking a short weekend trip, or maybe a nice dinner that's still not too unhealthy, but a treat anyway. Rewards like that, maybe a movie, maybe getting to see a friend you haven't seen in a long time. These are all ideas on what you can add into your routine to reward you for getting to different milestones. So you want to pick some incremental goals, like maybe 5 pounds at a time, and when you meet them, that you reward yourself. Okay, so that was number 7. And the last one, number 8, is to work on your emotional and mental health at the same time, because what's going to happen is you're having to change how you cope with mental and emotional stress. You used to do that by overeating, by eating cookie dough, by vegging in front of the TV. And as you take away those coping mechanisms, you need new coping strategies. You need to confront those issues and those stressors, those things that are making your life harder, maybe people that are making your life harder, maybe situations that you really should not be putting yourself in, that if you're denying them, that's when you have to use the coping strategies that might not always be the healthiest. But maybe you really need to confront those head on. Maybe you really need to have a talk with somebody, your boss or a coworker or a family member. And that if you can work on the skills needed to address those stressors and maybe some conflict you're trying to avoid, or maybe just situations that you can choose better, but you haven't been because you've had your bad habits to fall back on to help you cope. Is that making sense? So that is my last tip, to work on your emotional and mental health. And if that is something that you need help with, I'm here and glad to do it. Especially relationships can be really hard for us or they can be hard to make changes and get healthier when our relationships aren't very healthy. And so that's, again, what I do. And like I said, my transformation to having better relationships included working on my appearance and my physical health. So I've been there, been through all of that, and happy to share the winning strategies, happy to help you have more fulfilling, empowering, and healthy functional relationships. So if you'd like to chat about any of that, please go ahead and schedule. I'm putting the link in the description box. Remember to like, share, and subscribe so that you'll find out next time I'm doing another video. And again, my name is Leela Thomasone. I'm a dating, relationship, and marriage mentor, and I appreciate you so much for watching my video today about how to lose weight without losing your mind. So I wish you the best of luck in your journey. I know you're going to do amazing. So I'd love to see pictures and I'd love to hear your story. Please send them to me and let me know how you're doing. And I will see you back here next time. Bye-bye.